back to another video. Today I'm talking about the new lineup for another Tournament of Power. Another Tournament of Power is bound to happen, of course, because it is alluded to from the Ami King that he wants to see another Tournament of Power again, as he enjoyed the entertainment and the mini fights and spectacles that Goku and the universes caused in the Tournament of Power. Of course, the Tournament of Power for at least Universe 7 lineup would be quite different from each and every one's, because the main competitors for this new Tournament of Power would be, of course, Jiren's universe. I think Universe 11 he is from Belmod, and a couple of other universes. So like Rebrand, not a real big threat. Of course, the Kefla universe, I'm forgetting their numbers. That would be a big threat because Kefla and Kaba in the third one would of course be training, and of course Hit would become massively stronger as time goes on, and Frost would become massively stronger as time goes on. Probably not to the strength of Frieza, because of course Frost is a cheater, thick and thin, whereas Frieza kind of really understood, hey, I gotta train to get better. I can't really cheat my success even if I want to. He learned his lesson multiple times through Golden Frieza, and then when he had to face Goku and Namek. Now, of course, the normal 6 would stay the same. The normal 4 or 5 would stay the same. You would have Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, and then the new one, and the new upcoming fighter would be Broly. And of course, this all pertains if Broly can keep his power under control. Because if Broly cannot keep his power under control and goes on a rampage in a Tournament of Power, he will not be selected, because he will kill a man. He will kill Rebrand. For the benefit, he will kill those dogs, and we know the Tournament of Power does not excuse killing, but he will kill a person. Of course, it wouldn't turn into like a massive fight. It would be everyone trying to hold back Broly from killing everyone else on that platform. Now, of course, if time goes on and we see Broly adapt and build his strength, resilience to his power in the manga, then of course he would be picked. The next ones, of course, to me, would be interesting, because Goten and Trunks I don't think was in the original Tournament of Power, of course, just because they're kids. Made no sense, but they're kids. Now, because they allowed Goten and Trunks to actually grow a little bit, and giving them a one-shot or a spin-off manga to at least showcase their power and showcase their growth, they will be in the Tournament of Power. And of course, this is rumored, or at least this was something and I read, where they would be part of the Clean Gods transformation, or whoever that is in that little picture that we get shown. So hopefully they get a new form, and hopefully they get to encroach on the level of Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan. They of course won't be as powerful as them, just because they won't get the attention and the feats, but they can go pretty close. The next one, of course, I would like to think Frieza would just join the fray again, because Frieza does not want his universe to destroy. And of course, Beerus would go after him, and Wiz would go after him to make sure Frieza does well in the Tournament of Power. Much like he enjoyed the last one, he would enjoy this one too. He would truly enjoy it, of course. Now the next ones, of course, not the fan favorites of Android 17 and 18, as much as I would have liked to, but they're kind of outdated towards androids, unless Bulma was able to give them some kind of upgrades. So I would like to think they use those androids from Dragon Ball Superhero. Of course, I think they wouldn't be in need of repairs from the superhero movie, as I think one of them were severely injured or severely broken in the final battle in Dragon Ball Superhero, but I could be wrong. I haven't watched Dragon Ball Superhero in about a year, so I could be wrong. But if they're both available and they're both easily to rebuild, especially with Bulma's genius and Bulma's father's genius, then they should be able to join the fray as well. So that leaves, hold on, Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Broly, Gohan, the androids from Dragon Ball Superhero, Black Frieza, and Goten and Trunks. And that would be your 10-man lineup going into the Tournament of Power. And I can tell you this right now, the androids from the Dragon Ball Super movie, as powerful as they are and as buff as they could be with, Bulma's father's genius, they would instantly go out immediately. I'm not I'm not lying to you. Let them go up against someone like Ace. Ooh, not Ace. My fault. What? Let them go up against someone like Hit. My fault. I did a One Piece video before this, so my bad. Someone like Hit. Of course, Jiren would be incredibly more powerful and be an incredibly powerful antagonist towards Goku. So Goku would get his rematch with Jiren. Hopefully, a fully fleshed out fight. Than more than it was in the anime, for when we can actually see who wins instead of Goku running out of ki or running out of his new form Master Ultra Instinct to in turn fight Jiren. Of course, we get to see a Toppo versus Vegeta matchup where Toppo has mastered the God of Destruction energy. Of course, he had earlier access to it than Vegeta, so Vegeta Ultra Ego versus Toppo mastered God of Destruction. Of course, I don't think he took over for Belmont yet, or at least I hope not. For in turn, this tournament of power would be a lot of rematches, of course. Then I think Hit would join the levels of Goku and Jiren, but so we would get a Goku and Hit fight, or Hit versus Gohan fight, before we get a Jiren versus Goku fight. Of course, and then that fight would of course do numbers on the internet. You could tell me what other matchups you would like to see and what other rematches you would like to see in the Tournament of Power, because with Piccolo, Broly being the ultimate wild card because he can do a do or die move, and I think there's only 10 members allowed. I could be wrong from the original Tournament of Power. It was probably 10 or 12 because they will tease us with Boo. I wanted to put Boo in this lineup, but they will always tease us with Boo, like, oh, Boo's gonna fight, then instantly write him out of the story just because he needs to be nerfed to fight because of his healing, regeneration, and his broken abilities. And now with the statement that he holds God of Destruction energy, so he's not finna fight in no Tournament of Power. As much as we want to see him be more involved in arcs, just not finna happen. Anyway, like, subscribe, let me know what your lineups would be in the Tournament of Power. In the comment section below, if they were to do another one. Well, they will do another one if Toyotaro, of course, goes with the plans and goes with the foreshadowing that Toriyama gave. Other than that, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.